Everybody, welcome back to my channel Education LD. Today we all will be going to learn a conversation, a very interesting conversation because I know आप लोगों को conversation videos अच्छे लगते हैं. तो चलिए आज हम लोग conversation between teacher and student का part 2 देखते हैं. Okay, let's start. Teacher, good morning class. How is everyone today? Student, good morning teacher. We are doing well. Teacher, today we will explore the topic of ecosystem. Student, that sounds interesting. We will discuss different types of ecosystem and their importance. Student, I can't wait to learn more about them. देखिए पहले मैं जो बोलूँगी वो होगा टीचर का, उसके बाद स्टूडेंट, क्योंकि बार बार टीचर स्टूडेंट बोलते हैं तो उसका फ्लो टूट जाता है. तो चलिए पहले टीचर फिर स्टूडेंट. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट. कैन एनीवन नेम अ टाइप ऑफ इकोसिस्टम? हाउ अबाउट अ रेन फॉरेस्ट? Excellent example. Rainforests are rich in biodiversity. I love learning about animals in rainforest. Yes, they host many species What about deserts? Deserts have extreme temperatures and unique plants. Next, exactly. Let's dive deeper into how these ecosystems function. I am ready. Let's go. First, let's talk about the food chain in ecosystems. What is a food chain? This is asked by the student. A food chain shows how energy and nutrients flow from one organism to another. Student, can you give us an example? Sure. In a forest, grass is eaten by rabbits and then rabbits are eaten by fox. So the energy moves from the foxes to the rabbit. From grass to rabbit to foxes, right? Exactly. Each step in the chain is called the trophic level. What happens if one part of the chain is removed? Great question. If a species is removed, it can disrupt the entire ecosystem. That's fascinating. Ecosystems are so interconnected. Now, teacher. Yes, they are. Now let's work on a group activity to create our own food chain. Student. Sounds fun. I can't wait to start. Teacher, remember to include producers, consumers and decomposers. Got it. We will make sure to cover all parts. Teacher, excellent. Let's get started on our projects. Student, I am excited to share our findings later. Teacher, after you finish, we will present our food chains to the class. Student, that will be a great way to learn from each other. Teacher, yes, and I will encourage everyone to ask questions after each presentation. Student, I will think of some questions to ask. Teacher, fantastic. Remember, asking questions help deepen understanding. Student, absolutely. I want to learn as much as possible. Teacher, once you're done with your project, we'll have a discussion about the importance of biodiversity. Student, why is biodiversity so important? Teacher, biodiversity ensures ecosystems resilience and provide resources like food and medicines. Student, that makes sense. More variety means more stability. Teacher, exactly. Now let's break into groups and start working. Student, we will get right to it. Teacher, if you need any help or resources, just raise your hand. Student, thank you. I appreciate your effort. Teacher, you're welcome. I look forward to seeing your creativity. Student, we will do our best to impress you. Teacher, I am sure you will. Let's make this a fun learning experience. Student, let's go team. Teacher, as you work, remember to think about how each organism affects the others in your chain. Student, we will definitely keep that in mind. Teacher, great. You have about 30 minutes to complete your projects. Student, we will use our time wisely. Teacher, do not forget to include some visuals in your presentation. They make it more engaging. Student, good idea. We can draw or use some pictures. Teacher, yes, visuals can really help convey your ideas clearly. Student, I'll make sure our food chain is colorful. Teacher, time's up. Please wrap up your discussions and get ready to present. Students, we are almost done. Just a few minutes, just a few finishing touches. Teacher, excellent. Let's begin with the first group. Who would like to go first? Student, we can go if no one else volunteers. Teacher, sounds good. Please introduce your food chain and explain each part. Student, alright. Our food chain starts with grass. Teacher, wonderful start. What comes next? Next we have the rabbit that eats the grass. Student, and who is the top predator in your chain? Student, the foxes are the top predators in our chain. Student, fantastic presentation. Does anyone have questions for this group? Students, I have a question about how foxes find their food. Teacher, great question. Foxes use their sense to locate prey, especially hearing. Student, that's really interesting. Thank you for explaining. Teacher, thank you for your participation. Now let's hear from the next group. Student, we are excited to share our food chain too. Student, teachers, please introduce your food chain and the organisms involved. Student, our food chain starts with phytoplankton in the ocean. Student, teacher, excellent choice. What comes after phytoplankton? Student, next we have small fish that eat the phytoplankton. Student, and who are the predators in your chain? Student, large fish like tuna eat the smaller fish. Student, done. Teacher, very well explained. How does this chain demonstrate energy flow? Student, it shows how energy moves from the sun to phytoplankton, then to the fishes. Teacher, exactly. Energy transfer is crucial in ecosystem. Any questions for this group? Student, how does pollution affect your food chain? Teacher, great question. Pollution can decrease phytoplankton populations, impacting the entire chain. Students, that's concerning. It shows how important it is to protect our oceans. Teacher, absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Next group, please come up. Student, we are ready to present our desert food chain. Teacher, wonderful. What organisms did you include? Student, we include cacti, rabbits and rattlesnakes. Teacher, interesting combination. How do these organisms interact? Student, cacti provide water and food for the rabbits while rattlesnakes prey on them. Teacher, that's a very great example of adaptation in a harsh environment. Any questions? Students, how do rabbits survive in such dry conditions? Teacher, rabbits have adapted by being nocturnal to avoid heat and finding food in the cooler hours. Student, that's smart. Nature has such clever solutions. Teacher, yes it does. Thank you for your fantastic presentation. Let's summarize what we have learned today. Student, I loved hearing about the ecosystems. Teacher, me too. It was fascinating to see how interconnected everything is. Student, and how our actions can impact these chains. Teacher, exactly. Remember to think critically about our environment. Great job today, everyone. Teacher, done. Student, thank you. We appreciate your guidance. Teacher, before we end, let's reflect what we have learned about food chains. Students, I learned how energy flows through different organisms. Teacher, that's a key takeaway. Understanding energy flows help us recognize the importance of each species. Student, and how their survival is interconnected. Teacher, exactly. What steps can we take to protect these ecosystems? Student, we can reduce pollution and support conservation efforts. Teacher, great suggestion. Every small action can contribute to large changes. Student, I will be more mindful of my impacts on the environment. इसी के साथ हमारा आज का वीडियो ख़त्म होता है. आई होप आपको ये छोटी सी कन्वर्सेशन बिटवीन अ स्टूडेंट एंड अ टीचर फैसिनेटिंग लगी होगी. तो चलिए मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. टिल देन टाटा, बाय बाय, टेक केयर एंड येस डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. बाय बाय.